Hi, in this video, we will learn how to authenticate with social networks in just a few minutes of work. Here we have a simple static Express server. It only knows how to say hello world and to serve static files. We have one static file called one HTML where we will put our login buttons. Let's begin. First, let's see, this is our local host. It says hello world. Now let's go to auth.azjs.io. I will put the link below the video. And here we will have the full instructions. First of all, just npm install azauth, which I already did. Then copy these lines as is, put them in your server. Now, what we are doing here, we are requiring the azauth library. We're using its middleware, and we're setting the region. The region are the domains that we trust to be authenticated from. We can put a static string if we have one domain, or a regular expression if you want a group of subdomains or a group of domains. This is very helpful because it will allow us to deploy the same code in different domains like localhost, staging, production, without changing our code. In our case, we are just using localhost, so localhost. Okay. Now, believe it or not, your server is done in the manner that it can accept authentication. Now, all we have to do is show the results or examine the results. So we will go again to here, and this is how we get the data after authentication. Data is in the request azauth data. So let's add a path here after we log in. So you know what? Let's copy this, put it here after login. Let's call it after just for simplicity. And let's just return this object as is for now to see that we authenticated and we have this information. Later on, we can do with it whatever we want. Let's remove this and JSON, of course. Okay, so all we have to do now is to construct our login buttons. There are simple href links, and all we need to do is to copy these URLs and put here our callback URL where we want to be redirected after login. So let's copy this and put it in our static page. Okay, and say okay. So here we should put our callback URL. Now, since this is a parameter sent over HTTP, we need to encode it. Otherwise, some of the characters will not be transferred correctly. So our callback URL is the localhost /after. So let's encode it. Encode UI component. Localhost. HTTP. This is it. Now let's take this. This is the redirect URL. We are sending this as a parameter to the server. So we will put it here, right? Just this is what we copied from the GitHub repository. This is our callback URL. We don't need this quote. So this should be it. This should work. Let's see if we haven't missed anything. So let's go to our one HTML page, Google login. Something is happening here. Okay, let's try to log in. Yeah, it's working. This is our profile. This is all the profile. We don't need all this. We would like probably the email. So the email would be as shown in the example here. It's this string because this is how Google puts it in the profile object. So let's put it here. And let's go to the server. After login, let's do this request that send. Something like this. Okay. That's it. So if he logs in now, let's go to one HTML in. Okay, that's it, we're done. One small detail, you can use Express Session, and if you use Express Session, the middleware will already know to put the data inside your session, so it will be available to you. As you can see here, if you are using the Express Session, it will be in request session.aseuth. Just like it's in request aseuth data when you just redirect, it will be kept in the request session aseuth. I will post another video that explains how this process works and why is it possible to make it so simple and why is it still secured, so you can use it without worry. And we are just starting. There will be role management, there will be billing, and other stuff we're going to add into this platform of authentication. So if you like this concept, I suggest you subscribe, so you will be aware of the videos that will come in the next weeks. We're in development. It will take some time. Thank you so much for watching.